Hi, everyone. Yes, it's tomorrow starts my Halloween life. I hold off until October 1st, but there might be costumes, just saying. There might be some themed outfits coming. You never know. If you love Halloween as much as I do, you can wear anything you want. So, all right, happy Monday, last day of September. Let's go ahead and come into our comfortable seats. And go ahead and little wobble side to side. See if you can find your sit bones. And then when you're ready, sit up nice and tall. Draw your belly button in. Let your hands rest on your thighs. Take a big inhale, breathing in through your nose. And exhale everything out. Just taking a few breaths, settling into the space. And then when you're ready, let your eyes soften. They can close completely or they can gaze out at the floor in front of you. We're going to reach our arms out to the side overhead as we breathe in. And then exhale, let our arms float back down as we breathe out. So we're adding a little bit of movement into the body, aligning with our breath. And exhale out. Inhale up. Exhale out. One more. Inhale up. Keep your arms up. And now reach, stretching up like you're trying to get some apples off a tree. A little bit of lengthening through either side of your body. And now we're going to bring our arms out to shoulder height. We're going to stop here. We're going to flip our palms. And then we're going to drop them down, stretching through the forearms. Flip them up. Drop them down. Notice if your shoulders hunched up, can you let them relax a little bit? And flipping your hands up and down. All right, so now drop your left hand down to the mat, reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Gaze up at your right fingers if that's available. Let your left elbow get heavy. Can you come down a little bit more? Reach your right arm up and now exhale, let it reach over towards the windows. Press your right hip into the mat so you feel the stretch through the underside of your arm, through your side body. Take a few more breaths here, exploring this side stretch. Maybe you can gaze up at your elbow. Noticing what muscles are attached to what, where you feel things. And now slowly come all the way back upright. Reach your arms back out to the side. Flip your palms up. Drop them down. Flip them up. Drop them down. Up. Down. And now drop the right hand down. Reach your left arm up. Stretch your left arm up, 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 and then exhale, reaching your arm over towards the hallway. Let your right elbow get heavy. Maybe you can bend a little bit deeper. Breathing here. If it's available, gaze up at your elbow. Feeling the stretch move through your waist. Press your left hip down. And now reach all the way back up, arms out to either side. Exhale, round forward. And then inhale, let your thumbs draw your heart open. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, draw your chest open. Maybe your arms come a little bit behind you. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, draw open one more time. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, draw open. So we're gonna let our arms come down. We're gonna lean back. We're gonna switch which leg is in front. And now we're gonna reach both arms up again. And drop your right hand down. Bring your left arm over your head, left hand to your right ear. Gently stretching the side of your neck. Maybe you can drop your left ear closer to your left shoulder. And now notice if you're really leaning, and can you sit up so that you're straight, so your shoulders are getting a little bit more even. Nice, Sinan. And breathe. Now reach both arms back up to the ceiling. Keep your shoulders even. Let your left hand come down and let your right hand come to your left ear. So instead of going like this, we want to think about keeping our shoulders where they are and letting our head move. Good. Stretching through the side of your neck. Nice. Slowly release that. Let's move into our tabletop position. So if you need to roll your shoulders out or anything, go ahead and do that. And then line up with your hands underneath your shoulders and your pointer fingers pointing towards me. Your feet are straight back behind you. Maybe you give them a little thump to make sure they're there. Drop your belly. Inhale, open your heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop your belly, open your heart. Exhale, round. Inhale, drop your belly, open your heart. Exhale, round. Come back to neutral. Reach your right leg back and rock back and forth over your right leg. Over your right toe, sorry. So you might get a little popping and cracking, that's fine. And now I want you to really press back with that right heel. So you're pressing the mat away from you with your arms. Think about rotating your upper arm bones forward and think about reaching your right heel to your mat. So you're going to get a big stretch through your right calf. And then come back to start. Draw your right foot over to the left, look over your left shoulder. And now bring the leg all the way out and around. Bring your leg all the way back. And bring your leg all the way around. One more time. And all the way around. Now extend the leg back behind you. Float it up to this, so it's at hip height. Yeah. A little bit lower, Zenon. Yep, there you go, hip height, perfect. Stay here. If you want, reach that left arm forward so that you can come into a balance. If that's too much, keep your arms, both hands on the mat. And now exhale, draw your knee and elbow to meet. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee and elbow meet. Inhale, lengthen. Knee and elbow meet. And lengthen. Bring your hand back down. Keep your leg here. Now, working on some balancing. Can you keep your leg lifted and reach it out to the side? And then bring it back behind you. So we've got some balancing going on here. We have some hip mobility going on here. Your leg is not going to come all the way directly out to the side. I mean, it might. Mine doesn't, but yours might. We're all different. One more time. And then return the leg behind you, come back into your tabletop, curl your toes underneath you, walk your hands back, coming into a hero's pose. Nice. Shake your wrists out, maybe roll them around. Maybe you want to do a little figure 8, whatever you need to do. And then we're going to come back into our tabletop, drop our belly, come back into our cat-cow. And feel free to like bump your hips right and left if you want to make your cat-cow a little more wiggly, a little bit more dynamic. Go ahead and do that. And then come back to your neutral spine, reach your left leg back behind you, rock back and forth over the left toes, stretching out the entire back of the left leg. Good. And now reach the heel back, press the mat, your hands into the mat, pressing the mat away from you, getting a deeper stretch through your calf muscle. Nice, everyone. And come back to neutral, slide your leg over to the right, look over your right shoulder, and now slide the leg all the way to the left. And back to the right. And back to the left. And right. And left. Bring the leg back behind you, float the left leg up. Stay here. Now reach the right arm out in front of you. Stay here. Breathe in, exhale, knee and elbow meet. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee and elbow meet. Inhale, extend. Exhale and extend. Lower the right hand down. Even out your shoulders. Press your right shin into the mat and now bring your left leg over to the side as much as possible. And back behind you. Feeling a big hip rotation here. Noticing if this leg is different from the other leg. One more. Last one. And bring the leg behind you, return your knees, curl your toes under, walk yourself back. So from this tuck-toed hero's pose, let's bring our arms out in front of us, interlace our fingers, flip our palms, exhale, round forward. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, round forward. Inhale up. Last time on your exhale, think about bringing your chin to your chest, rounding through your entire spine, and then release your hands, coming back into your tabletop position. Curl your toes, ground your feet, ground your hands into the mat, and then slowly peel your hips up, coming into your down dog. So check that your hands are shoulder distance apart, your feet are hip distance apart. You're reaching your hips up behind you. You're pressing into your knuckles. Maybe you have a slight bend in your knees. And then roll forward one vertebra at a time, coming into your plank pose. Hold here in high plank. We Googled it last night. The world record for holding a plank is 4 hours and 19 minutes. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go right back to our down dog now. And hang out in your down dog. See if you can get your heels a little bit closer to the mat. Maybe you bend your knees. All right, we're going to try that same movement with our legs. So you're going to float your right leg up behind you. And now you're going to see if you can bring it out to the side at all. And then bring it back behind you. And then out to the right. Bring it back behind you. If this is too much, you can lift and lower your leg in down dog. Last time. And return your right leg. Readjust into a down dog. Pull forward into your high plank. Hold here. And then lift back up into your down dog. Take a breath. Float your left leg up behind you. Bring your left leg out to the side and back. Out to the side and back. One more time. Out to the side and back. Float it down. Take a breath in your down dog. Ripple roll all the way forward into your high plank. Lower your knees. Lower your chest and chin. Untuck your toes. Bring your arms out to 10 and 2. either palms on the ground or tent your fingertips. And then peel your heart up. And then exhale, roll back down. Roll up one vertebra at a time. Exhale, back down. One more time. And come back down. Bring your hands in by your shoulders. Come back up into your tabletop. And lift your hips up into your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your right leg up behind you. Draw your right knee into your chest as you slowly come forward, moving through plank to bring your foot up in between your hands. You're in your low lunge. I want you to lower your back knee down. Reach your arms out and up, 90-90. Bring your hands out in front of you, interlace your fingers, and that same cat, open up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, round. Rounding here takes a lot of balance. Reach back up. One more time. Exhale, round. Reach back up, release your grip. Let your fingertips come all the way down. Step back into downward facing dog. And breathe here. Float your right leg up, left leg up behind you, your other right leg, which we'll call the left. Draw the knee into your chest as you slowly move forward and place the left foot up between the hands. Lower your right knee down, reach your arms out and up. Bring your hands out in front of you, interlace weird thumb on top. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round. Inhale, lengthen, release the grip. Bring your fingertips all the way down. Step back to downward facing dog. Breathe here. Think about reaching your hips up behind you. Float your right leg up. Bend your right knee and slowly bring the leg all the way forward to come into your low lunge. Lower your left knee down, reach your arms out and up. Exhale, bring them out to the side. Now we're going to exhale, round forward, and then pull open with your thumbs. Exhale, round forward, pull open with your thumbs. One more time. As you open, feel your shoulder blades squeeze together. And then bring your hands back down. Step back into your down dog. Breathe here. Maybe you need to sway side to side in your down dog, or you need to do a little extra pedaling it out. All of that is good. Float the left leg up behind you. Step the left foot all the way forward. Lower your right knee down, reach your arms out and up. Bring your arms out to your side. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, open. Round forward. And open. Bring your hands down, step back to plank. And breathe. We're going to pull forward into our high plank again. And now you can lower your knees, or you can slowly lower your entire body all the way down to the mat. Untuck your toes. Reach your arms back by your legs. We're going to lift up just our upper body. So think about pressing your thighs, the tops of your feet, your shins into the mat. And then as you lift your heart forward, think about your fingertips pulling back towards your ankles. Nice, everyone. And then exhale, come all the way down, turn your cheek. You can shake your hips out a little bit. So you can keep your arms there, or maybe this time you interlace your fingers behind your back. And then as you reach your knuckles towards your heels, you naturally lift your head, neck, and shoulders up off the mat, opening your chest. One more breath and then release, come all the way down, turn the other cheek. Shake out your hips if you need to. And then place your hands by your chest, curl your toes, press straight up into plank or through tabletop. And then back into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Take your right foot and place the space between your right big toe and your right pointer toe over your left Achilles tendon, and see if you can use your right leg to stretch the back of your left leg a little bit more. Release that, bend your knees, walk out your down dog, and then switch sides. So place the space, hug your right ankle with the space between your pointer toe and your big toe. You guys all seem to get, I'm making this way too complicated. Stretch the back of your leg. And then release that and slowly start to walk your feet up towards your hands. Once you get there, keep your knees bent, reach for opposite elbows, and gently rock side to side. So if you can really let go of your head, I mean, really don't hold your head up. Think about your chin drawing into your chest. You're going to get a big stretch through the back of your neck, probably someplace you don't normally stretch that often. Now release your elbows and start to roll up nice and slow, one vertebra at a time, pressing the floor down with your feet as you slowly come up to stack one vertebra on top of the other, coming all the way up to stand. Nice. So let's come to the top of our mat. We'll do some sun salutations, moving with our breath. So inhale, bring your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Stay here. Lower both knees, hug your elbows in by your side as you lower your chest and chin. Untuck your toes, lift your heart for baby cobra. Exhale, back down, press up through tabletop, pulling your toes into downward facing dog. Breathe here, lengthening your spine. Look forward at your hands and walk your feet back up to meet your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring your arms all the way up, palms touch. And we're going to exhale right back down again. Inhale, lengthen your back. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right leg back. Pause here this time. Come up onto your fingertips. Drive your left heel down into the mat. Pull your right heel back behind you. And then with your fingertips, pretend you're pulling, or think about pulling your heart forward. So you're getting a big stretch through the front side of your right, like all the way down. And then plant your hands, step back to plank. Take a breath here. Lower your knees, lower your chest and chin, untuck your toes, baby cobra. Exhale through tabletop, back into downward facing dog. Float your right leg up behind you and slowly step your right foot all the way forward. Come up onto your fingertips, find your low lunge, drive your right heel down, pull your heart forward, and then shift the weight into the right leg as you step the left one up to meet it. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, palms touch. Exhale, all the way back down again. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Step back with the left leg. Get your right knee over your right ankle. Come up onto your fingertips. Pull your heart forward. Think about your left heel reaching back. And now plant your hands, step back to plank. Hold here. Lower your knees, lower your chest and chin. Untuck your toes, baby cobra. Exhale. Come back to downward facing dog. Jody, reach your arms like when we do that. Why don't you reach up to get that big, same like long spine stretch? Nice. And now float your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot all the way forward, coming back into your low lunge. Drive your left heel down, pull your right heel back, pull your heart forward. And then step your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, and then let your hands come down by your side and breathe. Nice. So we very rarely do sun salutation B. I don't know why. But we're going to do it tonight. So you sit back into your chair pose. Breathe here. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flatten, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold forward, step back to plank. Lower your knees, lower your chest and chin. Untuck your toes, baby cobra. Exhale, back into downward facing dog. Breathe here. Float your right leg up behind you. Step your right foot all the way forward. Drop your left heel down, come on up into warrior one. Bring your hands back down, step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin. Baby cobra. Through tabletop, downward facing dog. Float your left leg up behind you. Step your left foot forward. Drop your right heel down. Reach on up, warrior one. Come back down. Step back to plank. Lower your knees. Lower your chest and chin. Untuck your toes, baby cobra. Exhale your forehead down. Come up through tabletop or plank into your downward facing dog. And breathe. Or a child's pose that you find that length in your spine. Gaze forward at your hands and walk your feet all the way up. Inhale, flat back. Exhale into chair pose. I know, it's sneaky. And then stand all the way up. Good. All right. We'll only do it once. So let's work on some balancing. We've been doing some different things. So what we're going to do tonight is we are going to stand on our right leg. We are going to lift our left knee up. Get your chair, your wall, whatever you need. And we're going to hold on to our left leg. So you're mirroring me, mirroring. That one, yeah. This one, like we're looking at each other. All right, I gotta start over. So we're gonna lift this leg up. We are going to stay here, and then we're gonna try and extend our leg out in front. And this might not come straight, it might not come out the high. You can definitely give yourself a saddle underneath your thigh if you wanna do that. Now we're gonna open the leg out to the side. So we've done a lot of this already tonight. Now from here tonight, we're gonna bring our foot into our tree. Yeah. So we came about it a little bit differently than we normally do. Go ahead and bring your hands to heart center. And then reach your arms up. Breathe here. And then go ahead and place the left foot down, bring your arms down and give yourself a little shake. All right, other side. So stand on your left leg, lift your right knee, hold it up into your body. Extend your right leg out in front of you, maybe giving it a little hammock underneath your thigh, maybe not. And now let's open the leg out to the side. Excellent balancing, everyone. Now slowly bring the right foot to the left leg, coming into your tree. Think about drawing your belly button in, lengthening your tailbone, shoulders over your hips, hands at heart center. Reach your arms up. Excellent. And then bring everything down and shake it out side to side. We're going to do that again. We're either going to do it exactly how we just did it, or we're going to pump it up a little bit. So up to you. Shift your weight into your right leg. Draw your left knee up. So stay here or reach for the outer edge of your foot or your big toe, and then see if you can bring your leg out in front of you. Notice it stays bent. I'm not like some super duper ballerina who's like, woohoo, look at my leg go. Now from here, maybe you can open the leg out, finding your balance. And now bring your foot into your tree pose. Nice, everyone. So your brain kind of knew where you were going. The second time around is sometimes a little easier. Or a little scarier because you're like, dang, I know where we're going. And then reach your arms up. Think about driving your standing leg into the ground. Beautiful. And then slowly release that down and shake it out. All right, other side. Last time. Drive your left foot down, reach your right knee up, holding onto the knee or the outer edge of the foot or the pinky toes around your two fingers around your big toe. Bring your leg out in front of you. And now open the leg out to the side. Nice, everyone. I like our modifications, our balancing aids. And now bring that foot into your thigh or your calf to come into your tree pose. Bring your hands to heart center. The wobbles are building strength, I promise. Reach your arms up. And then slowly release and shake it out side to side. Excellent. All right, let's walk with both of our feet to the front of our mat. Roll your shoulders back 3 times. Roll your shoulders forward 3 times. And then come into some stillness, like a mini standing Shavasana where you're just like, I'm here, I'm in my space, it's gonna be okay. All right, inhale, bring your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to plank. Breathe here. Lower your knees or go halfway down for chaturanga, baby cobra or upward facing dog. And then exhale through tabletop or plank into your downward facing dog. Breathe here. Now take a moment, check that your legs are hip distance apart, check that your arms are shoulder distance apart. You're making an L shape with your hands, your fingers, your thumbs are reaching towards each other. Your knuckles are pressing into the mat. Reach your left leg up behind you. Bend your left knee and open that hip out to the side, letting your left foot come over towards the right side of your mat. Re-extend the left leg, squaring your hips off, and then slowly step the left foot all the way forward in between your hands. Reach on up, coming into your high lunge. Breathe here. We're going to bow forward, bringing our arms behind us, and then reach back up. 2 more times. Exhale, bow forward. Reach back up. Make sure you're driving down through your left heel. Last time. Lift back up. Open into warrior two, facing the hallway. So you're pressing into the outer edge of your right foot. Your left knee is bent. Your arms are at shoulder height. Breathe here. Bend your left arm, bring it to your left thigh. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Reach your right arm overhead so that you're nice and long from your right fingertips to the outer edge of your right foot. Use your left arm to pull your left thigh open just a tiny little bit. Come back to warrior two. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Breathe here. Come back to warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down, back into your low lunge. Peel your left arm up, coming into a twist. And then bring your left hand down, step back to plank. Go through your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin. Baby cobra. Tabletop. Back to downward facing dog. Holding here in your down dog or your tabletop or your child's pose. And breathing. Float your right leg up behind you. Bend your right knee, open your hip. Breathe here. When you re-extend your right leg, level your hips off and then draw your right knee forward and step your right foot up between your hands. Reach your arms out and up, coming into high lunge. Squaring your hips to the front of your mat. Exhale, hinge forward, arms back. Inhale, back up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, back up. One more time. Exhale, hinge forward. And back up. Open into your warrior two. Checking your feet. Maybe you need to adjust. Gazing out over your right fingertips. Breathe here, rest your shoulders, and now place your right forearm on your right thigh. Reach your left arm up to the ceiling. Drop your right hip a little bit more. Reach your left arm towards me, getting long from your fingertips to the outer edge of your foot. Use your right forearm to pull your right thigh open ever so slightly. One more breath here. And then come back to warrior two. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Breathe here. Come back to warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down, coming into your low lunge. Peel your right arm up to the ceiling. And then let your right hand come down, step back to plank. Your version of your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or halfway down. Or maybe you do extra push-ups, or maybe you go straight into child's pose. Breathe here. Nice, long, slow, deep breaths. Float your left leg up behind you. Bend your left knee, open your hip. From here, make 3 big circles, moving your femur bone around in your hip socket. And then after the last one, extend your left leg back, hips level. Draw the left knee in, step your left foot all the way forward. Reach your arms out and up, coming into your high lunge. Squaring your hips to the front of the mat, and then hinge forward. Stay here. Bring your hands to heart center. Shift your weight into that front leg, and maybe you lift your back leg up, coming into a warrior three. Breathe here. You can also keep your back leg on the ground. And now step back, coming back into your high lunge, reaching your arms back up overhead. Open into your warrior two. Bend your left arm, place it on your left thigh, reach your right arm up to the ceiling and overhead. If you like to bind, go ahead and take your right arm behind your back, letting it come towards your left hip. Breathe here, pulling your heart open, using your left arm to twist your torso. Nice. Unwind back into your warrior two. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Straighten your front leg, engage your inner thighs, and then reach all the way towards me, coming into your triangle pose. Nice, everyone. Take one more breath here. Lift yourself up. Bend your knee into warrior two. Cartwheel down to low lunge. Peel your left arm up. Stay here or step into a supported side plank. So both feet on the floor or the top leg supporting you. And then come into high plank. Go through your version of your vinyasa. Nice and slow. Moving with your breath. Doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. Listen to your body. Do what you need. From this down dog, we're going to float our right leg up behind us. Bend and open the knee. From here, make 3 big circles. Moving the leg bone around in the hip bone. One more time. Extend the leg up behind you. Draw the knee into your chest as you slowly step forward into your low lunge. Reach your arms out and up, high lunge. Hinge forward. Draw your hands to heart center and shift your weight into your right leg. So stay here hinged at the hips so that your torso is parallel to the ground, or start to lift your back leg up off the mat. Coming into your warrior three. You can also put your hands down to support you. And now slowly come back to find your high lunge. Open into your warrior two. Breathe here. Bend your right arm, place it on your right thigh, reach your left arm up to the ceiling and overhead. Stay here, or if you want to explore the half bind, bring the left arm all the way around, not losing the opening in your chest. So if you start looking down to the ground to make this happen, don't bring your arms so far behind you. Nice. Unwind into warrior two. Turn your right palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Straighten your right leg, engage your inner thighs, and then exhale all the way into triangle, right hand down, left arm up. Breathe here. Lift yourself back on up, warrior two. Cartwheel your hands down, low lunge. Twist up to the right, stay here, or come into a supported side plank, a staggered foot side plank, or a feet stacked side plank. And then come into high plank, go through your vinyasa, untuck your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Put your left leg straight up behind you and step it all the way forward this time. Reach your arms up, high lunge, and then open into warrior two. Bend your left arm, place it on your left thigh, reach your arm up and over, side angle. Bring your right arm back for a half bind, or maybe you're even a full binder. Reaching that down, thinking about as you do this, that you're keeping your heart open and you're not looking down. You're in that bind, release it. Coming back into your warrior two. Turn your left palm up, exhale back, peaceful warrior. Straighten your front leg into triangle, and then reach all the way forward. Right arm up. Lift yourself back on up. Turn both toes to face the hallway. Bring your hands to your waist and then hinge forward. Pressing into the outer edges of your feet, bring your hands down to the floor to support you. And slowly, at your own pace, move into a forward fold. So some of us like to keep our hands a little bit further out in front of us because it stretches our lower back. Some of us like to round our head and get our hips higher up into the air to stretch our thighs or our hamstrings. So whatever version of the forward fold feels good in your body today, that's the one you should be doing. Maybe you need to keep your knees softly bent. And then from here, we're going to walk ourselves over towards our left foot, coming back into a low lunge, planting our hands, peeling up to the left, optional side plank if you want it. Maybe you float the leg this time. And then coming into your high plank, going through your vinyasa, meeting in downward facing dog. Float the right leg up behind you, step it all the way forward. Reach on up, high lunge. Open into warrior two. Bend your right arm, place it on your right thigh, reach your left arm up to the ceiling and overhead. coming into a half bind or a full bind, or staying right here. All of those are valid options. Breathing here. Slowly release into your warrior two. Turn your right palm up. Exhale back, peaceful warrior. Straighten your front leg, peaceful triangle. Reach and hinge forward, coming into triangle. Left arm up, right arm down, straight line. So nice, everyone. Engage those inner thighs. Think about sucking the energy out of the earth. And then come on up to stand. This time we're going to turn both heels in, both toes out, bend your arms like a cactus, sit on down, coming into your goddess. Again, you might be like, I just want to sit here and chill. You might be more of like, I need to dance this around. Maybe you need to adjust the width of your heels or the angle of your toes. All of that is valid. And we're going to exit into a low lunge at the front of our mat, however you want to get there. Peel our right hand up this time. Optional side plank. Coming into high plank. Your last vinyasa. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Breathe here. So we're going to walk our hands back towards our feet and then slowly roll all the way up from here. Nice and slow. And then widen your feet to the edge of your yoga mat. Reach your arms up. We're going to come all the way down into a squat. Whatever version of a squat works for you. Maybe you can bring your arms inside your thighs. Nice, everyone. And then from here, we're going to support ourselves as we sit back onto the ground and extend our legs out in front. I'm going to face you all. So sit up nice and tall. Maybe you pull the fleshy part out from underneath your legs. You can even, if you want to fold up the little edge of your yoga mat to give your hips a little bit of a lift, if that feels good for you, go ahead and do that. So now slide your left foot towards you on the mat. Take your right elbow and hook your left knee and bring your left hand behind you. Lengthen your spine and then exhale, look over the left shoulder. Breathe here. Release back to center. Extend the left leg out, draw the right knee in. Hook with your left hand on your right knee and bring your right arm behind you. Lengthen and then exhale and twist. And then release and come forward, extend both legs out. Readjust, sit up nice and tall again. Slide the left knee in. This time we're going to pick the left knee up over the right leg. This might be where you stay. If you have the mobility and the interest, go ahead and bend your bottom leg. You can readjust if you need to. And now hook the left knee with the right elbow. Bring the left arm behind you. Reach up with the crown of your head towards the ceiling. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Maybe you can bring the left hand around to the edge of the right hip. One more big, long, slow breath. And on your exhale, release all the way to the other side. Coming into a little bit of a counter twist. And come back up to seated. Extend your legs back out in front of you. Shake them out side to side. Slide your right knee in. Lift it up over your left leg. If you can, bend your left leg. Breathing nice and tall. Take your left elbow and hook it around your right knee, and then swim your right arm behind you. Staying here in this twist or bringing the arm around your back. Sitting up. Breathing here. One more breath. And then slowly release. Come into your counter twist. And then release, uncross your legs, bring them out in front of you. Slide both feet onto the ground. Reach your arms forward and slowly roll down. Nice and slow. And once you get there, make sure that your feet are hip distance apart. The soles of your feet are on the floor. The knees are pointing up. Your hands are on your mat. And you're going to peel up one vertebra at a time, coming into a bridge. Maybe you hold on to the edges of your mat for some tension, or maybe you reach your hands behind you and interlace your fingers. Breathe here. And now lower down the same way, one vertebra at a time. Once your back is on the mat, take a breath. Make any little minor adjustments you want to make. And then we're going to do that again. So press down into your feet. Start to peel your lower back, middle back, upper back up to the ceiling. Optional, interlace your fingers. Optional, shimmy the shoulders together. Lifting up. And then lower down one vertebra at a time. Extend both legs up to the ceiling. Flex your feet, soft bend in the knees. Hold here. Place your left foot on the mat. Place your right ankle on the left knee. Gently press the right thigh away from you with the right hand. Draw your belly button down. Feel your hips secure on the floor, and then lift your left shin so it's parallel. That was a lot of talking to get into a figure four. Reach behind your left thigh and now gently draw the left thigh in towards your chest. So keep both feet flexed. I really wanted you to think about getting your body strong before you pull the legs in, before you moved into the stretch. And breathe here. Maybe you take a little bit of rocking. Maybe you drop all the way to the side into a figure four twist. Lots of options here. Exploring, seeing what you can find out about your own hips. And now release that, extend both legs up to the ceiling again. Breathe here. Drop the right foot down onto the mat. Bring the left ankle to the right knee. Press your lower back and your hips into the mat. Draw your belly button down, secure your torso, and now float the right shin up off the floor. Reach behind the right thigh and guide the right thigh in towards your chest. Coming into the figure four on this side. Keeping both feet flexed. Maybe you rock side to side. Maybe you extend that top leg. And then extend both legs back up to the ceiling. So maybe you want to pull your knees into your chest. Maybe you want a happy baby. Maybe there's something else that you want to roll around and do. Take this opportunity, do all of those things, do one of those things. And then let your legs and your arms extend away from you. We're going to move into our Shavasana. Think about drawing all the energy into your center, into your belly, holding it there. And then exhale it all out to your fingertips, to the top of your head. I'm going to come around and do a Shavasana adjustment with some lavender oil. If you prefer that I don't place my hands on you, please place one hand on your stomach and I'll know to respect your space. All right, one more time. Breathe in, sucking all the energy into the center of your bodies. Breathe in, squeeze in, sip in all that air, hold it. And then exhale, let it all release out. And move into your stillness.
Start to deepen your breath, pulling air in, and then exhaling out nice and slow. Breathe in, exhale it all out. When you're ready, reach your arms overhead, taking a big, long stretch. And then slowly roll onto one side. Taking your time. And then when you're ready, press yourself up into a seated position. Sitting up nice and tall, however is the most comfortable for you. Place one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Feel your heartbeat, feel your breath. It's your life force moving around inside of you. Give gratitude for that. Give yourself grace and gratitude for showing up tonight. And thank you all for letting me lead you through this practice. Namaste.